Today, we are gonna drop this big ass bomb on an enemy fortified position. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Moab. Alright, first things first, let's get it loaded into the cargo of the C-130. Stage nearby cargo and the GBU-43. Load it up. And we'll put it on station 785 and load. Select parachute and CARP. Use G12D and CARP 1 in this case. There it is. Do some standard startup stuff. Plug in the stuff into the CARP init. And we'll get going. Alright, now time to get into the data entry. So we're going to go to Mission, Weapons, and here we'll type in our coordinates or the waypoint name, in this case, drop. And pop that into there. We'll release at 150 knots at an altitude of 9,000 feet. Get our running course by looking at the map. Oh, there goes Fred. Hi, Fred. Select our aircraft, go over here, and get our measuring tool. Just run somewhat parallel. We'll see it's 291 magnetic. Pop that in, 291. Enter. Perfect. While we're here, let's close the ramp. Wonderful, nice and quiet in here now. Okay, now it's time to program the CARP. To do that, we'll go to Legs, select our drop waypoint, and click the right LSK number 5 in this case, MFP, and CARP 1 in it. Now we'll start popping in our info. So the drop, coordinates there. I like to make a nice and tight drop, so 10 yards on the LEPI, 50 yards on the length, and standard stuff for the slowdown and turn point, which would be 6 nautical miles and 10 nautical miles respectively. Running course should look familiar. Q9 Boom. Execute. What I'll do is I'll put the digital map up, and we'll just kind of look over here. There it is. Next page, station is 785, right there. The weight of the payload is 22046. It's a big ass bomb. Go to shoot list and select the shoot, which was G12D. Back and enter there. Execute. Next page. Alright, this is where it's critical we get the right information in there. So we're planning to drop at 9,000 feet. The surface temperature is 32 degrees. Every 1,000 feet off the surface is 2 degrees. 9,000 feet. 18 degrees minus 32. So 12 degrees. Altitude wind variance. So I've got a special app that I'm going to use to plug that data in, and that'll give me the info I need. So I'll be right back whilst I do that. Okay, so this is the wind and estimation tool. I found this on the DCS forums actually, and we'll go ahead and pop that open here. I'm going to grab the wind temperature now. We're interested in the 3 there at 0, 2,000 meters, and 6,600 meters. So we'll pop those in. And that is the direction and the speed in meters per second, and that'll convert it for us. Here we go. And now we'll pop that data back into the top. So we'll go with the wind direction again, and then the speed converted to knots. Oh, put that one backwards, my bad. There we go. Feed in. Now you can see. Just like that, we have our wind curves. So we'll know which direction it's coming from, as well as the speed to put it into our computer. All right, altitude's wind variance is 111 at 1. And surface wind variance is 140 at 1. Execute that. Next page. That was the hard one. We'll drop, like I said, at 9,000 feet. Pop that up there. The PI elevation, I don't know why you can't put the same for the drop zone elevation, so I just put it a foot high or whatever. And execute. Now we can see our turn point, slow down point, and our CARP. Perfect. One last bit of tidying up to do. MC index, weight and balance, payload, and we'll enter in the payload 22046, 2 forward slashes because it's an airdropped cargo, and position is 785. There you go. We'll do some more preparing for departure, and then we will get going. Okay, good startup. Let's get to the active. Okay, heavy 3-1. Taking off runway 14. Runway's clear. It's pretty agile, even with a 22,000-pound bomb.
Throttle.
We just took off from Balad. We're going to circle around Baghdad and head over to the target. The detail in the mini-map, you can totally tell that's a gigantic city off there, and that is indeed Baghdad. Okay, just got our 20-minute until CARP notice. These will start happening pretty quick as we get closer. For now, this will be the point where we're briefing our crew, reaffirming drop points, confirming all that data. Okay, we are turning toward our IP 34 miles away. Things will start getting pretty serious here. Just off our nose. Got 2 Strike Eagles that are going to follow us in. Make sure nothing silly happens. Nice to see you, boys. Freaking love Strike Eagles, man. Damn shame what's happened to them in this sim. Damn shame. I'm still all hopeful, but I don't know. Hopefully greater minds prevail and at least the Strike Eagle can continue getting supported. I don't think it's going to get upgraded any, but hopefully it can get supported somehow. Okay, we are but 18 miles from our IP. I am going to go ahead and depressurize the cabin. First, I'll get the auxiliary pump on. There we go. And I will begin our descent. We're going to drop at 9,000, remember, so I'll dial in 9,000. There it is on the HUD. Point the nose down and VS mode on, and we'll slow down at 200 knots at 210. So descending, I will go ahead and hit the aux vent. See the cabin altitude temperature starting to increase, meaning that the cabin is depressurizing. Once it's depressurized, we can open the ramp. Alright, we're depressurized. Doors open, looks good. Starts getting a little shakier with that door open. Alright, that's waypoint 4, the IP tagged. Turning to the turn point, we'll begin our CARP run. I'm going to start slowing down. We'll drop to 175 now. And then when we hit the slowdown point, we'll slow down to 150. Okay. Symbology on the HUD has changed. You can see our drop zone down there. We have the CARP line there. We'll slow down all the way to 150. Time to go 2 minutes, 12 seconds. There it is. Turn to slow down point and 2 minutes until CARP. We hit 1 minute, we'll turn on the caution light. 1 minute to go. Caution light on. Look at our CARP accuracy there. The XTK, 28 yards. That's really good. 1.7 miles, 30 seconds. Nearly there. 10 seconds. Alright. We're there. Hit the jump button. There she goes. Woo! You see the bomb is stabilized, and it is on its way to the target. Oh, shit! Holy! Damn! Look at the crater! That's wild! Ha ha ha! I'm satisfied. Alright, let's close that ramp up. Repressurize. And speed up. Let's get out of here. Ah, man, a 22,000-pound bomb with pinpoint accuracy. That's disgusting. That was so cool. Alright, we're gonna head back to Balad, get on the ground, and that'll do it for the sortie. As you can see, the Moab paired with a CARP delivery gives you a nice, safe drop point that is easy to get rounds on target. The term warheads on foreheads is, can't be stated enough. That is a hell of a warhead, and I feel bad for whoever's forehead it lands on. Massive. Hey, your approach is looking good. Balad off in the distance, right there. I love this about the C-130. The runway actually gets highlighted on the heads-up display. Very cool feature, especially for IFR in-flight instrument rules. I imagine this whole place was covered in fog. I'd have no problem knowing exactly where that runway was. Okay, auto throttle off. Slow it down. And we are down. Easy peasy. Bury the nose and watch this thing stop. That's an impressive piece of equipment, guys. Hell yeah. Alright, let's get back to the ramp. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you all found it helpful for doing your own Moab runs, and if nothing else, entertaining as hell. Who doesn't love to see a gigantic bomb explode right on the money? Do consider leaving a like and a comment to help me beat the YouTube algorithm. Remember, doing so tells YouTube you like what you're seeing, and it helps engage and promote my content. Without it, I couldn't be anywhere, so appreciate everyone who does do so regularly. Love you guys. Subscribe if you're new here, and we will catch you guys next time. This has been Raptor Rising. Raptor out! If you're interested in Pimax virtual reality headsets, be sure to head over to their site, linked in the description below, to take a look at the Crystal Light and Crystal Super. The Crystal Light is the ultimate entry-level VR headset. Excellent resolution, great pixel count, awesome clarity. The Crystal Super takes your VR experience to the next level, upping the pixel count and giving a wider field of view, all in a lighter, more comfortable package. Be sure to use code RAPTOR for additional discounts, and if you take advantage of the upgrade, make sure you select YouTube Raptor Rising to get an extra gift. Thanks for watching, everyone. Pimax is also offering a promotion right now where if you buy the Crystal Super headset, you get the DCS F18 Hornet for free included with the purchase. It's a great opportunity to get an amazing headset and an awesome aircraft. Be sure to check it out.